Happy June 1st and happy Pride Month. I have my Pride shirt. Kiss whoever the fuck you want. And that's that on that. Today we're gonna do our May reading wrap up. May was one of like the best months I've had much all year. I had a lot of 5 stars. I had a lot of good times. So let's just get straight into it because it's 22 books. First book I read this month, and I have to take the sticker out. I'm so sorry. Stickers are a pain in the ass. But that was The Drowning Kind by Jennifer McMahon. And I rated this a 3.5 star. I felt like the vibes of this was really nice. One thing I love about Jennifer McMahon, she knows how to put the atmosphere in the book. She does a lot of paranormal stuff too. So whenever I'm in the mood for like a paranormal mystery, this is the author I usually go for. Definitely knows how to tell a story, and very well. We're just following 2 sisters. One of the sister ends up dead. And yeah, this was really fun. A little more. You know, I wanted more from it, but nonetheless, the vibes were there. So I had a good time, 3.5. The next book I read in May was However You Want Me, and this is a dark romance, and I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. I rated this a 4-star. Full review on this reading vlog, so if you want to get more of an in-depth review, you can go check that out. But yeah, I did enjoy this, and it's short, sweet, and did its job. 4 stars. And then the next one that I read was 1500. I read this on my Kindle, and at first I thought this was gonna be like a historical thriller mystery vibe, and it was not. I went into this fairly blind, and I rated this book a 3-star. This is about Titanic. So this is kind of a retelling of Titanic, and I did not know that going into this book. And I feel like people need to know that before getting into this book, because I'm over here thinking, ooh, this story sounds really interesting, because we're following a lot of POVs and they're all different. And you're just wanting to understand why, you know, what's connecting all these people. And they're all going on a ship, and then it starts hitting me like, wait, what? As soon as they said Titanic, I'm like, oh man, like I know this story way too many times. Like I don't want to read about it, but it was good. It was just, if you want to read about Titanic, I guess you'll like it, but I don't. So I mean, it was fine. I rated it a 3-star. That I read was The Chosen. I rated this a 3.5 star. This is a dystopian fantasy about certain people with abilities and the government not wanting these people because they're a threat. And you know, it was good. I liked it. And if you're in the mood for a dystopian fantasy, I would recommend. It is a series. I probably will continue the series, but not anytime soon. Next, we read The Tenant by Freida McFadden. I do have a reading vlog on this book, a full review if you want to check it out, but I did rate this a 4-star. I think this is one of her better new release books that she's had in a while. This felt like the old Freida, and I really had a fun time. It was Dark Hunger, and this is a graphic novel. Initially, I think I rated this a 3.5 star, but upon reflection, unfortunately, I am gonna bump it down to like a 2.5, because although I liked the reason of the book and the author's note, this just was very, I don't know, like it was kind of like silly and not in a good way. And the next one was The Last Thing to Burn by Will Dean, and I did listen to this via audio, and the audio was really good. I just feel like, as for kidnapping books, it was nothing unique. There was one of the twists that definitely surprised me, but I could see it being predictable to a lot of readers. The female main character just kind of like really annoyed me, because there were so many times that she could do more and she just let fear get to her. And I'm sorry, if someone kidnapped me, I have nothing to lose. I'm gonna give it my all. I have nothing to lose. So I don't know, that kind of like bothered me. It is very anxiety inducing, so I will give it that. But I did rate it a 3.5 star. It was okay. It was The Tainted Cup, and this is by Robert Jackson Bennett. And this is a like sci-fi fantasy, and I had a really great time with this. This is also on a reading vlog with a full in-depth review if you want to check it out. I do have book 2 waiting for me, so I'm eager to read that. But this I rated a 4-star. It was a fun time. I loved the world building. I loved the reading. I loved the commentary of a lot of the characters. It was funny, it was witty, and I just really had a great time. I would highly recommend this one if you like sci-fi with abilities in this world where people are literally turning into plants and you're trying to uncover, like, you're following a detective and you're trying to uncover like these murders that are happening and what's going on, and it was just a really fun ride, and I highly recommend this one. And this next book, I heard such mixed reviews about this. If you don't know, I really enjoy Riley Sager's books, but he is a little bit of a hit or miss. This is my favorite book from him, The Only One Left. This shit blew my mind. Oh my god, and this was my introduction to Riley Sager. But since I read this book, I have read maybe 4 other books from Riley Sager, and he's definitely a hit or miss for me. So I wound up getting this one on my Libby app, and I said, fine, let's be the judge. Let's be our own judge. I didn't think it was gonna take the turn it did. I was very, very surprised. I was like, wait, what? Like, that's what we're going with? Okay. So yeah, that kind of like threw me for a loop. I expected a little bit different, like a different outcome. So I understand why a lot of people do not like this book. I did not like the way it ended. It's the kind of book that you have to be your own judge. Like, you just have to be your own judge. It does have paranormal elements, so I'll just give you that because I feel like people definitely need to know that going into the book. House Across the Lake, I don't know if I said it, but The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I think I rated this a 3.25 or a 3-star. I'll put it on the screen. Okay, and then I read Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I do also have a reading vlog with this book, and also my next one, Shield of Sparrows, if you want to get a full review. But I rated these 5 stars. Shield of Sparrows and Silver Elite, both 5 stars. In regards to the Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry, this is a romantasy set in a world with monsters, and man, this book was a masterpiece. I'm sorry, I loved it. I loved every inch of it. The romance was so good. I cannot wait for book 2. I've been constantly thinking about this book ever since I finished it. I just really enjoyed this. It was very easy to read, easy to understand. That romance, oh boy. Whew, it was good. It was good. But yeah, 5-star. Highly recommend. Really, this is a dystopian, I wouldn't say fantasy upon reflection. I wouldn't say this is a romantasy. This is more of a dystopian with romance. I don't see any like fantasy elements in this other than powers, but that's more on the sci-fi for me. So I would say more of dystopian sci-fi romance. But nonetheless, this was so good. I really enjoyed this. This was a fun time. A lot of people are dissecting this book and just being very nitpicky, and I don't know, it's kind of like a drag. This was fun to me. I loved it. It was easy to read. The ending was a little bit rushed, but it left us on a cliffhanger, and I'm very, very excited for book 2. This was a great time. I enjoyed it. 5 stars. Okay, and then the next one I read was Julie Chan is Dead, and this is by Leanne Zhang. And also have a reading vlog. And with the next one, I have a reading vlog for most of these books, hence why I read so many books this month. Like, doing reading vlogs really pushes me to read more, and I really love that. But this book, we're following twin sisters, but they're estranged. They were separated when they were young because their parents passed away. And one sister she grew up with money with the new family, and then the other sister grew up with her aunt and did not have such a great childhood. This I thought was gonna get darker. I thought it was gonna be more unique, but I felt like it was kind of predictable. I did enjoy it. I was just like, oh, that's it, okay. I felt like we could have done a little more with this one, but it revolves around social media. So if you don't really like that, I wouldn't recommend, because it is a lot of social media and a lot of Gen Z lingo, which, oh god, I hate, and that threw me off. And I knew that going into the book that it was gonna have elements of that, but I thought I was gonna endure it better, and it annoyed me. It annoyed me. I was like, oh my god, if I have to hear another Gen Z slang, I'm gonna lose it. The girls that were following the rich friends, they fucking irritated me. They were so annoying. So yeah, this book was just okay. I rated it a 3.5 star, but I'm hearing great things about it. So it's definitely personal preference. I read was Reluctant Immortals by Gwendolyn Keast. And this is actually a Dollar Tree book, and I mean, the cover is beautiful. It is a like Dracula retelling, and the vibes were gothic, not very gothic, but definitely like that heaviness of that gothic feel, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm looking for the right word for that, and I've been trying to like pinpoint it, and I still haven't found it, but it gives that gothic heaviness that I really, really enjoy, and that atmosphere. This was like a slow paced, but the vibes were there. And I love a vampire book. I thought it was gonna be a little better, but still, it was a good book. For it being $1.25, this was great. And I did rate this one a 3.5 as well. Okay, and the next two books that I read 1 and 4 on Kindle Unlimited, and this was a 4-star. This was pretty good. And for me, Lucinda Berry is a little bit of a hit or miss because, like I said in my full review vlog, this book, Lucinda Berry does dark books very well. She really knows how to get you thinking. But I feel like her books, instead of it being very thriller-esque, they're more of a like dark drama with suspense and thought-provoking, something like that. Saving Noah, that book to me was not a thriller. It was more so a like dark drama, and when I mean dark, it was dark. But this one, 1 and 4, we're following child stars have addictions, and they are on this reality TV show, and I really like that aspect. It was really fun, and I did not expect this book to have the twist that it did. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4-star. I think this is one of her best books, in my opinion, was Phantom Limb. And this is about twin sisters that are very codependent, coming from a very dark past. It was dark, but it was very just monotone. It was just like, okay, she's in a psych, one of the sisters is in a psych ward pretty much the whole book. And one thing I don't really like is one setting books or movies or shows. Like, I don't like things to be in one setting. Like, I want to like venture out in this world, and we were just in this one setting, and I don't know, I just felt like it was very like cut and paste, like, okay, all right, well, yeah, that was the book. I rated this one a 3-star. Book I got to this month was The Haunting of Velkwood, and this is also by Gwendolyn Keast. It was very underwhelming. 2.5. I don't even want to go into it. I have a full review on one of my reading vlogs, but yeah, it was like, I wouldn't even recommend it, to be honest. It's just like that nothing happened in the book. It was just so slow and nothing happened, and the ending was just very not satisfying. I did listen to 2 Kristen Modulin books, and one of them was The Guilty One. This was so good. I rated it a 4.5 star. The twist had my jaw on the floor. The story just had my jaw on the floor. This got dark, and I did not think it was gonna get this dark, and I just fucking ate it up. It was so good. She's the best popcorn thriller author, in my opinion. She just knows how to do it. I read the Arrangement series. That was so good. I highly recommend that one. And then the other one I listened to was The Last Trip. And this one was a little underwhelming. It was a fine time. It kept me like engaged, but I didn't really care for the outcome of the story, and it was just okay. This one I rated a 3-star. Okay, just a few more. I'm gonna try to get through this really fast because like I said, I do have full reviews if you want to check them out. But The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, this was a very anticipated read for me, and I was a little underwhelmed. I rated it 3.75 star. The story was fine. The atmosphere was great. I just couldn't connect with the characters. I couldn't connect with the characters, and I couldn't connect with the romance. They had some good parts, but for some reason I just wasn't connecting with it. I don't know why. I still can't pinpoint it. So if you read this and you didn't connect either, please share your thoughts. The Wives by Taryn Fisher, and this was fun. I enjoyed it. I rated 3.75 star as well. I wanted a little more from it, but this was definitely a fun ride to follow. And yeah, if you want more, reading vlog is up. At least is the Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. Oh my god, 5-star. Love it. I have book 2 on its way. I can't wait to dive into it. But this one was so good. If you liked anything like Vikings, medieval era-esque, you will really enjoy this. The romance was so good. The romance was so good. The plot, the strong female main character. I just ate this book up. It was just so good. Those were my May reads. I had such a great month. What was your favorite book this month? Mine was definitely A Fate Inked in Blood and Shield of Sparrows. Those two blew my mind. I loved it. If you liked the video, please give it a like and a subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you have a beautiful day.